this video, I will show you how to measure the hardness of given test specimen by using non-standard Brinell hardness test method. To perform this practical, you will need test specimen, ball indenter and hardness tester. I am using Rockwell hardness tester to perform this experiment. So let's understand the basic parts of this tester first. This part of tester is called as anvil or stage on which we can place our test specimen. This is the indenter holder in which the indenter is fixed. Now, while performing the test, we have to bring the indenter and test specimen in close contact. That we can do by raising this platform. So, we can move the platform up and down by rotating the handle in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. While making the contact of indenter with the test specimen, we have to make sure that our indenter is not in contact with the edges, corners or previous impression. Let's understand how to ensure the close contact between indenter and test specimen. To ensure the close contact between indenter and test specimen, I am going to take the help of dial which is present on this tester.
In this dial, we have big pointer and small pointer. The indenter will be brought in close contact with the test specimen when small pointer will be brought near to the red dot. This can be attained when the big pointer will complete 2.5 rotation in this dial. Here I have started moving my hand wheel. My big pointer has completed first rotation, second rotation and now rest half. We have to ensure that our big pointer will coincide with 0, which will ensure the small pointer near to the red dot. While doing this adjustment, we have to make sure that our small pointer will not cross the red dot, otherwise it will damage the ball indenter.
Once we had close contact between indenter and specimen, we are going to apply the load. So selected load will be placed in this section of the tester. On the other side of this tester, we are having a lever with the help of which we can apply and remove the load. This load we have to apply at least for 30 seconds.
When the lever is shifted to the loading position, at that time, support on which the loads are placed will be removed, due to which the loads will start moving in the downward direction, which you can see in this section of the video. This applied load will finally settle onto the hanger which is engaged with one end of the lever, and this you can see from the top view. So this is the hanger which is carrying the weight and it is engaged with one end of the lever. So you are looking from the top side of the machine. On the other end of this lever, the probe of dial indicator is in contact. So when we apply load, the lever moves and the movement of lever you can see over here. So when this lever moves, the dial indicator shows the movement of pointer.
When sufficient time is over, then we have to unload the load by using the same lever. After the removal of load, we have to take our specimen, and this will be done by rotating the hand wheel in opposite direction.
This is the impression which we have obtained on our test specimen, and now we are going to measure its diameter by using microscope.
To measure the impression diameter, I am using this microscope which consists of a light source and scale inside it. While measuring the diameter of impression, I am going to place my test specimen under this microscope, and through this lens I will look what is the exact diameter of impression. To adjust the scale with the impression, I am going to use this knob.
So this is the view of impression under the microscope. By adjusting the scale with this impression, we will be able to measure the diameter of impression accurately.
In comparison with standard Brinell hardness test, the loads and indenter sizes has been reduced. More specifically, the ball indenters of 1.25, 2.5 and 5 mm with suitable reduced load has been used in non-standard Brinell hardness test. but the test procedure remains same as that of the standard Brennan hardness test. The load should be selected such that the impression diameter will be between 0.25 to 0.50 times the indenter diameter. More specifically, it needs to be close to the average of this, that is 0.375 times the indenter diameter. Why we have to maintain this condition? Because whenever we withdraw the tangent to the edges of impression, the included angle between these tangents will be 136 degree. So let's say our test specimen is aluminium. For this material, we can select the load by referring P by D square ratio, which are specified for different classes of materials. And for aluminium, it varies between 5 to 10. To perform this practical, I am going to select the indenter of 2.5 mm diameter, for which load will be in the range of 31.25 to 62.5 kg. So let's see how to place the indenter and load onto the tester.
This is the ball indenter of 2.5 mm diameter, which I am going to place inside this brass cap, which I will mount on this screw. I am inserting the ball indenter inside the brass cap, in which I will fit my screw. This screw I am going to rotate, which will make sure that the appropriate placing of indenter inside this assembly. This is the final assembly, which is now ready to mount onto the hardness tester. While mounting the indenter onto the hardness tester, we have to take care that the flat part of the screw is going to face the hole which is provided onto the indenter holder. We can fix the indenter inside the indenter holder by using externally threaded Allen key bolt. This assembly we can tighten by using the Allen key. Once the mounting is done, now we are going to make the contact between indenter and workpiece. While doing so, we will avoid the contact with the edges and corners. According to the P by D square ratio for aluminium material, I have placed 62.1 kg load onto the hardness tester. This selected load will be applied gradually onto the test specimen by operating the lever. After performing the hardness test as per the standard procedure, we have obtained this impression onto the aluminium specimen. Now we are going to measure the diameter of this impression by using microscope. Under microscope, it is clearly visible that the impression diameter is approximately 1 mm.
To calculate the hardness of given test specimen by using non-standard Brinell hardness test, we use the formula which I have displayed over here. During this test, I have used aluminium as a test specimen, ball indenter of 2.5 mm diameter and load of 62.1 kg. With these parameters, I have obtained an impression on test specimen which is having diameter of 0.9 mm. Now, I am going to put these values in the formula and then it will give me the hardness of aluminium test specimen, which is approximately 94 bhn.